What's up? Welcome. Sorry I'm late. Thanks. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Been looking forward to this for a long time. Just thank you again for giving me the chance. I've got you this lovely. Oh Christ, that's. Stop. Just play something calm. I should have just let that one track keep going. Also, fuck the A word, poser. Who's the A word? Axe again? Oh, all right, that's chill enough. I got you this. It's a Chardonnay. I think it's red. Let me just pour you a glass. That's how you know it's fresh. Just... That one's for you. And cheers. That is rich. Wow. Oh, drink up. We've got plenty. Armada. Yeah. Armada playing Young Link one time. Bastard. Doesn't know how good he had it. One second. Tuesday, would you like to have a romantic evening with me? I'm gonna be playing a dating sim for Valentine's Day to make things extra sad. Okay. Unfortunately, it's on the Epic Games Store, but it is what it is. In this economy, it was free. That's too good of a deal. Oh, it's not installed. Oopsie daisy. That's fine. It's just a momentary issue. %. All right, that's quite slow. On Steam, this would have been downloaded by now. Jesus Christ. All right, well. Buy you flowers to pay for the whole date. Fuck you mean, as long as I'm top. No can do. I get a strong sense of comfort from sleeping on the top bunk. It's just not something I'm willing to part with. But, you know, maybe another time, or maybe another lifetime even. All right, well, I found the right track, but unfortunately it's almost over and we're not that close to actually having the game to open. So I have to ad-lib more. So what do you do for work? Tell me about yourself. You fuck? That's pretty interesting. So like OnlyFans, or is it more of an escort kind of? Oh God, I hope that's not what this is. I'm not. I mean, I'm paying for this, but you know, I wasn't trying to pay for you. I hope that's not the message I got across. You know, dating is difficult in this day and age. It's very confusing. 26%, God help me. So, any family, siblings, I think I'm getting a call. Nope, damn it. Okay. Let me, surely they have another slow song on here. Staff credits, that's gotta be good. That was the credits. Okay, well this is better. OnlyFans, just me getting yank-nared into down-aired. It's not exactly a true combo, but it is good. Dude, if down air just took a few fewer frames to come out, it'd be, what a world. Remember in the Young Link Discord, I was like, do you guys think Young Link would be any better if Dare was a spike? And they were just like, nobody even wanted to engage. It's just like, who fucking cares? It's not a spike, idiot. And they didn't say idiot, but that I was like, okay, my bad. I just thought it'd be interesting to talk about. It's not necessarily going to make anyone any better, but be interesting. Or let's say, you know, there was a way to guarantee the fire spike. Then that discussion becomes useful again. So I don't know. It's just making conversation, and they're like, that's stupid. It's like, whatever. Oh, godforsaken place. I'm sure most of the Discords for mains are like that. Oh, focus up, camera. I think you got a little something on your... There you go. God damn it. Alright, almost 50%. We're cruising. God, I should have had actual alcohol. There's still time. If Nair hit 100% fire spike, it would be so good. It would not be, unfortunately, because fire spike is meteor cancelable, and that makes it kind of trash most of the time. The only time the fire spike is really good is something called the Death Mountain, where you can hit the fire spike on a grounded opponent that is on a platform. Then they get increased hits done from the meteor. Or because it's a fire move, I don't remember, but the fire spike has increased hits done, and so they can actually die off the top. It also has, the fire spike hitbox has increased knockback. It's not because it's a meteor, I believe, but down air, yes. Yeah, Nair into down air would be pretty decent, pretty good. Oh my god. It's like Fox Nair up smash. That would be nice. I think it's actually weaker than Fox Nair up smash, unfortunately, but yeah, well, Young Link still has some fun stuff. I really like soft Nair. Every time I kill somebody, if I edgeguard somebody with Nair, I'm like, man, I had an opportunity to be cool there probably, but now it's gone. Let me, I don't want you to think I'm a slut. That's better. I was gonna have a suit jacket, but it's actually in the other room where my cat is locked up because he's terrifying. He attacked me today. It happens. Maybe it's because I didn't ask him to be my Valentine. I understand. Hello, baby Hank. My other cat is such a sweet boy. He would be my Valentine in a heartbeat. Or not. He might forget. It's fucking installed, thank God. Okay. Excellent. All the characters in this game are over the age of 18. You hear that? It said, I have to restart the game. Oh shit, I should have screen recorded it first. Hold on. I gotta do this as fast as possible. I'm just gonna have to restart again. There's no other way. There it is. And it's too late. Sound switched. Okay, one more time. So we get all the warnings. Here it is. Oh, come on. There we go. All the characters in this game are over the age of 18. Just so you're aware. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Like the band? Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. No. We'll be okay. Playing, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. This is the highly disturbing content. Get you a refill. I believe even this title screen is in higher definition than the original. Game is quite loud for me. Soft narrated any sort of death would actually be sick. I don't know with SUIDI would be crazy. What would you even do? So usually Nair only combos at low percents. Yeah, it's not bad at all. A lot of times you can get Nair into dash attack, which actually has high knockback scaling. Nair into, well, it depends. I think you could probably do full jump Nair into a landing wave dash down smash. Probably pretty good. Otherwise, you can do a landing Nair, like a soft Nair, into a strong Nair, which sets up for a kill. I don't know if you can get fair out in time. Another thing you can do is, the cool thing about Young Link is if combos don't connect, projectiles. You can do, oh man, it looks way worse with the undershirt not showing, huh? You can do, like a Nair into boomerang. Can true combo, I'm pretty sure. Kind of. My hair is difficult to parse what's happening. It's fine. Okay. No, we've got more time to kill. We can keep talking melee. I know my community is not busy. It's Valentine's and they're all single. What the fuck are they up to? So I played this game something like 3 or 4 years ago, probably 3 years ago, later into the year, and then like the next month or so is when all the people that are around now joined. So none of them got to see this game. One of them did. Cranky Doyle did. He's just talking melee. Everyone else, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, most people don't know what games are. And they're like, melee, is that do we hit each other? And I'm like, yeah, go for it. And they love that shit. Especially children. It's like, yeah, fucking swing. What am I, your dad? God, I hope not. But you know what? That's, yeah. I'm gonna keep it a little more cheesy focused today. So I want to learn as much as possible. That is the grind set. Yeah, I think it's always fun to see new shit and discuss and talk about melee. It's a good time. I don't know anybody that wants to do that. My melee friends that I play with are kind of brain off players. One of them not so much, but they don't really want to think about what they're doing or why they're doing it. They do learn over time, but like, okay, one of them still doesn't L cancel. He doesn't fucking L cancel his moves. I found out when I was like plugging recorded games into one of those websites to see all the stats and shit on it, and I was like, his L cancel percent is 0. That can't be accurate. And he was like, no, that it is. This guy don't L cancel. I'm like, what the fuck? No wonder you play Puff. God. It would make sense why he picked up Sheik and Ganondorf, and he talked about Pikachu, but I guess he didn't actually play Pikachu, and it makes sense why now. But and then my other friend is I don't remember. I don't think his L cancel percent was great. Mine's like 70%, 70 to 80%, I think. The main times when I get fucked up are when I don't know if a move is gonna hit, because the hit causes hit lag, and then you have to L cancel later or earlier. So I will, let's say I'm doing a landing nair, and I think it's gonna hit them, so I delay my L press, but then they wave dash back or something, and then my L press was too early, and then I land after failing my L cancel. I don't know much about the games you play for the most part. Just enjoy watching it. That's why I stick around and follow with you with a million accounts. It's just like 2 or 3, right? It's not too many. But that's good. That's cool. That's mostly what I'm going for, because that's the only way variety stream can actually do anything. Because I don't think I'm fantastic at any game. I don't have the expertise on any game to like garner a large following or care to, honestly. I burn out on games usually. So yeah, the game is kind of a side piece. It's just a conversation starter, which I failed to make it one. That's something I need to work on. Dialogue box size, big. Not too big, it'll cover the stuff. Skip unseen text. Oh, I see. This is for like alternate runs or whatever. Auto forward time? I don't want you to do that ever, but which way is good? Oh man. Oh, I have to turn on auto first, so it's fine. I don't know if this applies for everything or just for... Switch to Japanese real quick. There we go, Nihongo. Alright. Tekisto... Oh, this character I suck at. It's either O... I think it's O. Pu... Shon... This is something option. Text option. Okay. Option for Sukibu? Skip. Oh, for skip. Skip options. There you go, see? I know, minimal Japanese. These are actually just, oh, don't do that. Just the English word written with Japanese characters, so it's pretty easy. I love Sheik. Sheik is pretty cool. I like my Sheik okay. I don't like every Sheik. I think it was Spark who made Sheik look cool, or actually Jmook. No, just Spark made Sheik look unbeatable, and Jmook makes Sheik look cool. It's only 2, okay. Should be a bit about certain things in Melee that I've kept up with. Like what? Same things in Melee that I've kept up. Like things that you can do in the game, or ways of looking at the game? I don't know. Like so much Fox. I think Fox is very good at learning control, technical ability, and all that. I have a match between Sheik and Fox from both perspectives. Yeah. You mentioned that last time. Fox, I don't have that much, I don't have any real Fox practice, but the 20XX bot for it is such a fucking menace. Sometimes he's terrible, and sometimes he's just a god. He's just like wave shining you, up smashing you, like perfect ledge dash, shine, grab, up throw, up smash, up air. It's like, fucking get a life. And then it's miserable. When Fox is doing that, it's not really fun to play against him. But that's because I'm bad. So, what are you gonna do? Get better? Maybe. I could get started, but I don't know. Anybody that that would actually want to watch this game isn't here yet, so. Maybe they won't be though. Maybe they won't come at all. That's something that's weird about streaming, is you can do a stream with the best intentions and or like do a special event or something, and it really just depends on if people show up or not. You're like, so I don't know. I was gonna say, see if you can guess what character out of these four I go after. That sounded weird, but you know what I meant. I'm really just putting out things that you've called me out for no reason. You're showing me what I need to do instead. One thing I remember calling my buddy out for a lot is he will wait on ledge until his invincibility has run out and then get up. He's like waiting to like see a moment to get off ledge, and then he'll get up. But it's like, dude, that is the worst possible time you could do it. Your invulnerability has just run out. They're thinking about hitting you because you have no invulnerability, and you jump off of the ledge, like, into them. It's like, oh, that is the scariest thing you can do. I don't care about other people. Fuck them. I won't fuck them, no matter how hard you insist. Well, yeah, I'm just saying. I played against him probably 10 times as much as I played against you, so I remember his habits more, but I'm sure I had some good stuff to say to you as well. I could coach Little League Melee. We don't do that? Oh. We don't fuck other people? Oh, that's why we're here. Valentine's Day. Tournament winner, that shit. Yeah. I don't think I get hardly any tournament winners. I SD more often than I get tournament winners, which is not good. I also don't do regular ledge dashes enough, so I'm not very consistent at them, let alone getting like good iframes on them, which I guess would be consistency. I should go ahead and start. I'll be reprising my role of each of the four of these girls, as I have done in the past. I've played this game before. This is the Plus version, so there's extra content. I don't know what to expect. Nothing good, surely. Oh, this is Sayori. Hi! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Overslept again. But I caught you this time. She wasn't that southern, was she? Oh god. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. This is painful, man. Oh, man. Mention my punish game being good, which was insane. Often that's the it's one of the first things that people develop when they play against bots a lot, because bots don't teach you good neutral. So to win, you have to have better punish game. Yeah, probably good intuition. I imagine you watched a lot of Melee before that, or at that time, or still, I don't know. It was probably just a thing of like your punish game is better than your neutral game. Like you're not playing footsies, but you confirm hits into each other solidly. It was tricky. I can't actually tell how much I've drank. About half. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Chizzy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hey, I debated about actually voicing that laugh. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. And by the way, Chizzy, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you'd join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I'll be your only viewer, deal with it. That's fine. It would be easier if there was like somebody who was who was interested in the story or whatever. But it's fine. It'll be good for YouTube later. It'll be, I don't know. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years just because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. I'm surprised. This has the same... It has like the same more words than is reasonable from an English speaker as the original, which this is like a remaster of sorts. I guess you can call it a remaster. But there's still sentences that are clunky, and my eyes are skimming over it, and I realize that I'm like skipping words because those words do not fit. The sentence should be like 8 words long, but it's like 12 words long for some fucking reason. Interested in Chizzy as a human, and not as long as it's not like sexually. It's fine. I appreciate it. School days is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no other choice than to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Like that. You wouldn't say in the class, the last sentence you said in the classroom You would just say, I look around and realize that I'm the only one left. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori... Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hey... Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! God damn it. And thus, today marks the day I sold myself for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Girl 1. Oh, welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Chizzy, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Chizzy. Monica smiles sweetly and throws it back like a bad bitch. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Chizzy. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. Don't give me a choice, you fuckers. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And then how about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Fucking... Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! I gotta... How do you whoa in a country accent? Whoa! No, I can't. That was like a fucking Tony Hawk NPC. Whoa. I can't. It's too late. I can't do it. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. God, she looks so fucking pleased with herself. Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Heh, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Well, you know. I guess I fucked up the inflection. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... You literally made the cupcakes, dipshit. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. Give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss this conversation. Just forget about it. Just toss that one out. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I wouldn't know. I guess. If me loving FromSoft and Melee isn't enough for me to enjoy the human, fuck 'em. You seem in a mood today. Would you like to explain the fucking 'em? No, it's not. You have to enjoy consuming a human heart. It's really the only way. The only way to be sure. I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Dude, I've fucking played this game before. It still makes me, like, physically uncomfortable. I'm, like, recoiling in on myself. God damn it. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. The sound was too loud, so I turned it down for myself, but then I heard my own voice, and it was fucking horrible. Or at least it made the room seem a lot more empty. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any... Could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Oh, well, you know... What, did she debate the wrong side of an argument? Like the really wrong side? To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. They've been cannibalizing all of them. I'm just saying, I dislike a lot of content, especially games that bore me to death. I like the person, why wouldn't I watch them? Doesn't matter what game they were playing, I want to support them. Are you saying this game is boring you to death? Throw me a bone. Oh, good lord. I thought about playing Death Stranding today. It would also be a funny Valentine's date game, but then I heard that this was free. I was looking for a dating sim game to play on Valentine's Day, and I heard that this one was free on Epic, so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm too picky. As long as there's like a certain level of quality to the content, it's something I'm interested in, I can watch. I don't watch a lot of variety because I don't want to spoil myself. If there's content I'm interested in watching, it's stuff that I've already done before. So what I end up watching is not a lot of games. It is a small subset of games. Like, I don't play League anymore, but I still watch League content. What other games even? Like speedruns of games I've played before, or yeah. So there's not actually a lot of personalities that I connect with. There's a couple, but yeah, not a lot of content I can watch without spoiling myself, which ruins future streams for me. Games that I've owned and waited to make content out of, it would suck to spoil them for myself, so I avoid a lot of shit. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile.
But
it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
yeah,
And we'll do our best.
you know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Chizzy, what kind of things do you like to read?
I feel like I'm going back and forth, vacillating, if you will, on two voices for her. One that's more breathy and one that's more girly. Whatever. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. She does look she looks not traumatized. What is that? It's like she's given up, you know? It's like, yeah, I know that smile well. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and sportsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I feel like as English speakers, we need to find a new way of saying horror, because it just sounds like horror with the R extended, like horror. Horror. How is it that the Brits say it? Horror. It's like a different syllable last, or something. Horror. It's not coming to me. I give up. Just in general. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or it takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I started giving a southern accent. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Cheesy?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Yeah? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. They look heartbroken. Completely distraught, except Natsuki looks pissed. She's like, you little bitch, shut up. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought...
Chizzy, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. I wish. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. God, what a fucking tease. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
And then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess. Why, I guess?
Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Chizzy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Non-existent. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. I didn't come for the cupcakes, I came because of the cupcakes. I came while making the cupcakes. Don't miss any icing. Hey Chizzy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? By the way, welcome Kona. Let me pour you a glass, 1 second. Go. That's for you. Oh yeah, all the stops. Hey, good luck. Enjoy being wet. I know I will. Oh god.
I thought you were cringe. It turns out you were my little pogchamp.
Thank you, Coda. Oh god.
I thought you were cringe. It turns out you were my little pogchamp.
That's... Why is it always 5? You're not even subbed.
I thought you were cringe. It turns out you were my little pogchamp.
You could sub and gift 4, or... Oh man, how many months would you have by now?
It turns out you were my little pogchamp.
If you had a sub for every month that you gifted subs...
I thought you were cringe. It turns out you were my little pogchamp.
Thank you. Your generosity is unmatched, truly. And I thought I was gonna pay for the date. Hey, enjoy your shower. Have a good dinner on me. I'll pay for it with the new money. Excellent. Congratulations to Tuesday Deaths for Shadoop, Cosmic Phoenix, and Shade of Sins. 2 Shad names. What do you think it means? Shadman here with us now. That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together because she always stayed after for school clubs. I don't know how many other people would get that reference. I'm sure, might as well. Yay! I can't, all the little, not e-girl noises, what do you call them? Like the Japanese noises that they've written here don't really go well with the southern accent. Like when they go, eh. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Or all of them in a row. All right. Just need to make I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Certainly, dude. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, it's gonna be such a shitter. You're gonna embarrass yourself so hard. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Yeah, that's how you should write poems. When you're really trying to dig deep into your soul and share a piece of yourself, what you should do is just write the thing that you think that the person you like will like the most. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, see if we can go 20 for 20, Jesus Christ. Cheeks? What are we saying? I'm concerned. Oh, you can't beat the cheeks. Nice. Alone? Oh, I don't know which one that's for. Oh, God. Party? Fuck. Oh. Parfait? She's the one that bakes. Alright, cool. Marriage? Uh-oh. Cry? That's cool. Climax? Nice. I don't fucking know. So many of these I think are Yuri. I don't fucking have a clue. Yeah. I just wanted to pick it anyway. Oh good. Grief, suicide, jump. Cage, disown, unstable. Great. No, fuck. It's fine. We're still on Natsuki path. It's fine. Blank? I don't know. Fuck. Incongruent. Or incongruent. Probably not dance. She's not exactly outspoken. Okay, good. Unrestrained, that's probably Sayori, although I'm not sure if it makes sense knowing what I know. I can't ever go back from knowing what I know. Fuck! Yeah, that one's easy. I didn't even look at all the words. Sticky, I wanna pick sticky socks. Show me your sticky socks and I'll write a poem for you. Fuck. Yeah, that one's easy. Effulgent. I don't know what the fuck that means. Oh, I should have known. But none of them seemed great. Lust. Yeah, well. No, but she makes the sweets. Okay. It's gonna be fine. I hope it is, or we're resetting. Fuck. Oh, it's close now. I can pick Papa. I don't think she'll like that, though. Just Doki Doki. Okay, cool. We just have to pick something that's very not Sayori, I guess. Because Bubbles is too close, I think. As is Rainbow. Whisper? Okay, sure. Cool.
Hi again, Chizzy. I'm glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Chizzy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room.
Just like, oh, you sure talk a lot for a bitch, Natsuki. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Chizzy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Chizzy always gives his long best. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. I like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once.
Hey, is that so? Hey. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Chizzy can become good friends too. Sayori... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Oh, wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Sayori made it... Oh.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Typical. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. It's the Karma Sutra? That's... Yuri, this is,
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, practice the positions in it, just for a little while. And discuss it, if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Snatch! Fucking give me that shit.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Hurry, upskirt her! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something, and gay. It's because she's in the closet. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot.
What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Like you don't fucking know. How did you know anyway? You said so yesterday? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written all over you. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? You fucking neat loser bastard, man. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one shelf. On the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand and turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. Get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door, as opposed to the closet door, which is not made of glass. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Chizzy. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. Nice. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She just ungayed him. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. Or she outed him, I guess. I'm not sure about these kinds of things. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. You fucked it up, Chizzy. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I've got the book in my hands. I'll flip the page when it's done. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Yes. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and then some of the romance starts to happen. Between the girls? Oh shit. And that's really what makes it so good. I gotta remember Natsuki's voice. It was like a little sharper. There was more inflection. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hee. That kind of sounded like Sayori. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. That's all the shove she can give. Give her a break. I just meant that I haven't seen you yet at your full power. Your full weebdom. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. Makes sense in a manga called Parfait Girls. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Yeah, that's something I'm guilty of too. Not getting into baking, God forbid. Just watching an anime and being like, yeah, that thing is cool. I do want to try that thing. Like fighting games. I'm gonna get into fighting games because I just finished an anime that's largely heavily features fighting games. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Ha. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh god. We read on for a few more minutes. Finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Stop rubbing it in, jackass.
Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. I know those kinds of people. Tuesday. Ready for our date? Perfect. Let me get you a glass. 1 second. There you are. I have some. This is red. Just for you. Let me top it off. There you go. It's still fresh. Only just popped the cork. So enjoy that. No LaCroix? That'll do. No fucking LaCroix. In my household, go fuck yourself. I mean, do you have any hobbies? Tell me about yourself. Paying for this dinner, right? Of course. I'm kind of a big shot. You may have seen my live stream. Do you know anything about twitch.tv? No? Well, what I do is I beg for money from strangers on the internet. I put on a little show. My grandmother has a Twitch. The living one, or... Sorry I asked. I think I'm getting a call. I'm gonna take this. Welcome. I'm doing some horribly cringy voice acting. Grim, I don't know if you were here the first time I played this game. This is a lovely bit, thank you. I'm gonna keep doing it anytime somebody else joins, so. Nopers? Alright, perfect. Because I'm reusing all of the bits. The only person around now that saw the original was Cranky. And I don't know how much of that one she saw. So, we're in the clear for now. Because I played this before Code Vein. And this is Plus. Just making pasta before bed. Presumably to eat. Sad Valentine pasta, hell yeah. You're gonna eat it by candlelight, sadly twirl the noodles betwixt your fork. Betwixt the tines of your fork, your lonely fork. Alright, to eat. To put your cock in. It's all the same to me, I'm not judging. Speaking of which, honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I didn't know what the rest of that line said. I got lucky. I knew that the current thing was about judgment, or judging, but I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my... I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I feel like I can't even keep it in my pants. It's just enormous. I don't know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I? I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Underscore. Red Club Room is dungeon for some reason. How many times does this have to happen before you see a shrink? Oh, that says club sandwich? I thought you said foot fetish. Club room? Oh, I thought you said dungeon. My bad. Sexy sex dungeon? Oh, class. Oh. Do you need any more?
The word club has many meanings, Ed boy.
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I can't.
I totally forgot that happens.
I hate fake laughing, it's so hard. Learn you will, Ed boy. I'd never. Oh, let's see if I can remember what Rolf sounds like.
Life has many doors, Ed boy.
No, that's not it. It's close.
Son of goat!
No, I can't fucking. I can't actually hear it in my head is the problem. I'll figure it out later.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger down on one of the penis panels.
Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. She's not really bossy. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems?
Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse?
Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. And you do look pretty cozy over there.
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Not far enough. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back?
Look how heartbroken she looks. Yeah, but Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It would take you forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Yeah, you poor thing. Trying to keep up with multiple shows while they're airing is terrible. Thank God for DVR. Nice way to say it's a shit book. It's a manga series called Parfait Girls. So, I'm sure it's a splendid series. It involves baking and friendship and such. Apparently there's a plot, so she says. So shit book. Shit manga. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Oh, manga. Why did I think of Randy Savage? It's a fucking manga, brother. I also can't hear Randy Savage in my head. I only know the video where it's him going... You know the one? Where they've cut everything except the parts where he breathes in? Nico, Nico, nee, brother. There's a 4chan post where they said, why don't they ever translate Oni-chan? It's like, because I don't like reading my manga imagining Randy Savage as the voice, because they're like, let's go to the park, brother.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in composition notebook. Oh, that's class. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, my Sunday fudge. Oh, my backpack is completely fucked. Who should I show my poem to first? Told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
I don't want that shit. Get this piece of fucking crap away from me. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
What's the point of sharing in the first place? This wasn't even to get opinions. The point wasn't to improve your poetry. It was just to share a piece of yourself. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel more comfortable. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
This is so me. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Dude, when I wrote, or when I read poetry with other people, I was so grateful for the people that would go and just read like the shittest poetry. Like the guy who led the whole thing just wrote like little dinky poems that is just like A, B, like 5 words per line. Like, I like to sing and other things. And it was like that, every single one of his poems, and it was cute. But I was so thankful that not everybody was like hardcore, like read poetry, and that does make it really hard to share shit. Yeah. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Same.
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that you like my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I remember the first time I read this, I was like, that is a real shit poem. That's no good, Natsuki. That one sucks. Go try again. Think about what you've done. But it's really just in the last 2 lines. People can try, but that's about it. That's cute, right? It's also, I mean, if you want to look at it at a deeper meaning of it, all these animals just have shit that they do. They just do these things, and they don't question their capabilities. They don't question what else they can do. They just do what they do, and what they're good at it because that's how they were made. But people are different. People can do a lot of these things, but people also never think they're good enough. All you can do is try.
Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of writing poems for people to express themselves?
Yeah, that's what I said when you were writing a poem to fucking impress Natsuki.
I was the one that wrote the poem to impress Natsuki, but it said to. It told me to. And I was like, that's silly. Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
That is something that's actually really hard to get across as like an amateur, is like when you set something up and then don't, like I write some music, and when I make it not complete on purpose, or when I use dissonance, I don't know if people will see that as me using dissonance, or if they'll be like, oh, he fucked up there, you know?
It helps bring out the feeling in that last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Should I show my poem to next? Fucking nobody! Let's go in a row now. I only have enough drink left to pour for one more person. She looks completely dumbfounded.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Chizzy. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all.
I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. I have no idea what I like either. Ha!
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Chizzy poem. That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. That's really cute. You're so weird, Sayori.
Hey, I'm really happy you wrote one. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Chizzy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Gotta check my bed pasta. Good luck, sleep tight. Whichever hits first. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that one then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hey,
we'll see about that. Oh my god, it's fucking awful. Oh god, is this a poem or turd sandwich?
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub a sleeper from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not bad. I want breakfast. I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Sayori, This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No.
Just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put this? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Oh. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
Hey, this is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
Next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Is this what it is now? The literature club to the fucking writing poems club? Well, I guess I look forward to it. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. She's stalling.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
That's normal. It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Well, you just picked 20 words that you thought the Natsuki would like. It's kind of weird and it doesn't really make any sense. I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? No.
There we go.
I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. Is that really the best place you have to bury things? Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes we haven't really gotten anywhere. Every other club member is just looking at us, just waiting for us to finish. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Alright, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem.
I'm already feeling it. I remember doing Yuri's voice. Makes me out of breath because I'm pushing more breath out to speak softer but still have it audible, or to try to have it audible. I actually should watch the bar when I read a little bit.
There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback.
Not so much.
Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Probably to me and Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
I do not care. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Oops. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh god, okay.
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. And must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
That it'd take you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
Yeah, it wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Chizzy.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her past, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past.
God, why does Yuri have the most lines?
And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Ganpare! Should I share my poem to you next? Skip.
Hi, Chizzy. Having a good time so far?
God, no. Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. And by the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
Even when I'm not there. Even when you're at home, alone in your bed. I'm always listening.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Not really. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Chizzy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Chizzy.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Look at her pitying me. She's like, you're so down bad for that pink-haired slut. Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. There are a lot of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
I have to.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my redness. Already scarred with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in.
Yeah. It's a discomforting poem, Monica, thank you.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later.
Works in most things, honestly. Music and editing. That's two things.
Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for the podcast. Phew, I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. They look so pleased. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something?
No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
Pull back, Yuri. Not the time. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who really liked it. Someone who actually liked it. That's not generally how you get feedback. But, I think early on when you're making stuff, you need cheerleaders. That's the term I've heard coined for it. It's just people who kind of blindly say like, yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I love it. You know, just keep it up. And then once you're to a point where you're more confident in your ability to make things, then you can ask people for feedback. So if somebody is not receptive to feedback, best to pull out. Or is that come back? If I was, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Chizzy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Chizzy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
And that's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Chizzy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do really cutesy.
Didn't really make any sense.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Chizzy started showing up.
Natsuki,
That's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys.
I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned to me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Chizzy,
Oh, sorry.
Chizzy, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Chizzy.
Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Chizzy?
Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Not the time, dude. Just bow out. So of course that's going to be... Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri... But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori.
Eh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Chizzy. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki is cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. I checked. Big and beautiful.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri brushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Did I do better than last time? I think last time I just picked Natsuki until everything exploded. Or maybe that was the second time around. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You can say that. She might be in her head, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes 2 of us. At least makes 1 of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to not. Causing my stomach to not smile sweetly? Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Chizzy, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow.
No innovation, no ingenuity.
And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Chizzy, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hey, Sayori beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Yeah, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Chizzy, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I could be fuck buddies with everyone! Everyone in the whole world! Just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. Said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's not. Okay. Save. It's been fun. I'm gonna take a nap. Well, this was a bonus stream after all. Cheers. I'm not used to drinking out of a wine glass. I keep on slurping it. I think you're just supposed to like make a tunnel with your lips at the top and let's let it all slide back, you know, like a real alcoholic. I'm just a pussy. So that's okay. Half the people on the planet are like pussies. Maybe more. No. Yeah, no new content yet. That's to be expected though. I really don't know how much more there is. Supposedly not that much more. What did I see originally? How long to beat? Doki Doki Literature. So the original was 4 hours, this one's 4.5 hours. That's just for the main story. So there is added main story content. And when you look at main plus extra, it goes from 6 to 8.5 hours. So it's 2.5 hours of bonus shit. And for completionists, it goes from 7.5 hours to 14.5 hours. But why? I can't fucking fathom they doubled the amount of shit that's added on post main story. I don't even know what main plus extra means. Like, I assume the main story includes like the full, you know, the time gimmick and everything. I won't go into that further, but so what else is there? I can't imagine. Did I like miss shit in the original? I don't know. Oh well. I may never know. You know, could do all 8 hours right now, or all 14 hours. But it's not Valentine's Day anymore. It's definitely not Thanksgiving anymore, but it's not Valentine's anymore. Dude, who are these people? So the How Long to Beat website is odd because generally the only person that uploads their times are people that just beat games fast. Like they got through it, they timed themselves, right? So they timed themselves and they're like, 4.5 hours, nice, I'm gonna post that time to the website. And so you get, like, on average, lower times than you can expect in your playthrough. Unless you're Chizzy playing a puzzle game, in which case you come in well under par. But yeah, like, who records their time? Like, I can imagine being like, yeah, that took me like 6 hours, I think, to play through that game. But this says 4 hours and 35 minutes. Well, this is probably an average, isn't it? That makes sense. But yeah. 15 replays, why? 991 backlogs. Why? Maybe it pulls time directly from Steam, which means I would be useless, because I leave the game open a lot, especially on stream, like right now. Okay. Let me, where'd it go? No. Help. There it is. Thank you, ladies and gents, for joining me this evening. It's been lovely. What is that shit? Close. Thank you. So I'll call you. Do you have an Uber coming or no? No, I can't drive you home. I walked. But best of luck. I think Ubers are pretty quick around this area. You can do the ride share. That's pretty inexpensive. How is the crab, by the way? And the dessert? You just got it in a to-go box. You didn't have any. Yeah, that's well, good. Enjoy that. Yeah, but I'm sure I'll see you soon.